Hello, my name is Mariela Koleva and I'm from Bulgaria. Today I'm going to present you a part of the Bulgarian history by the time of the communism. I'm really lucky to be born in free times in 1997 in democratic Bulgaria. But the start of the democracy in my country started only 30 years ago. On 10th of November 1989, Bulgaria became a democratic republic. Before this time, the Bulgarian Communist Party, BCP, or in Bulgarian Българска комунистическа партия, was the ruling party of the People's Republic of Bulgaria. BCP is responsible for the state governance in Bulgaria from 1944 to 1989, and for the establishment of the totalitarian communist regime in this country. This political regime is a political concept of a mode of government that restricts individual opposition of the state and its claims, and exercises an extremely high degree of control over public and private life. Totalitarian regimes are marked by political repression, personality cultism, control over the economy, restriction of speech, and mass surveillance. With my podcast, I want to present how my grandparents, my nation, my people were living by the time of communist Bulgaria. How they were forced to be silent and their right of speech was deprived. They were living in fear to not say something unsuitable at public places. They didn't know who their friend is and who's their enemy. They could not trust anybody. I will tell you what happened with people who were against the regime or who said inappropriate things in front of wrong people, or just at wrong places. By this time in the Bulgarian history, it was very hard to cross the border. Visiting other countries was restricted. People were allowed to visit only other communist countries. There was an animosity between communism and capitalism. People in Bulgaria thought capitalism is the worst thing what could happen to them. It was only because of the propaganda of the government. Journals and news were controlled. The people's way of thinking was manipulated. The things they accepted as true were actually not. Censorship in communist Bulgaria was pervasive and strictly enforced. Even the television and the radio were censored. Foreign TV and radio channels were forbidden. The people who had doubts about the truth were the brain workers. They were difficult to control. If they didn't support the Bulgarian Communist Party, they would have not been allowed to practice their profession. They have put the government in danger. That's why they had to get another job that would not create a trade. The extreme fighter against the communism ended in the jail or worse.
The Communist Party held all authority, which leads to Bulgaria following the same route that many other Soviet states had followed. The court was created to prosecute the leaders that were in charge during World War II. The first trial alone sentenced 100 top officials to death.
Of course, there were some positive things by this communist regime. For example, everybody had a job and nobody was in need. Actually, they were happy, but still they weren't free. And this is why to be free is so important to me. To be anything that I want and to be allowed to speak up my mind.